The shadow firebird. The shadow firebird is like a fiery night, shadow as black as night. The shadow firebird hides in the flickering flames of the flickering flames of the fire tonight. The shadow firebird hides in the wildfire tonight. The shadow firebird, the shadow firebird, the shadow of the firebird. The shadow firebird, the shadow of the firebird. The shadow of the firebird hides in this pitch black night, of the darkest night, of the untold night of our soul tonight, because the shadow firebird is gonna be risen tonight. The shadow firebird is gonna be risen tonight, in our heart and our soul, in our heart and our soul tonight, in our heart and our soul. The shadow firebird is gonna be risen in our heart and our soul. The shadow firebird is gonna be risen in our heart and our soul on this fiery night. The fiery night of the shadowbird is gonna be risen on the wildfire night, on the wildfire night, on the wildfire night of this night. Shadow firebird, shadow firebird, shadow firebird of darkness flames of fire flames. Shadow firebird of darkness flames, of fiery flames, of darkness flames, of darkness flames. Shadow firebird, shadow firebird, shadow of the firebird. Shadow firebird, of the wildfire tonight, of the flickering flames of fire and flames. The flickering flames of fire and flames, the flickering flames of fire and flames. The flickering flames of fire and flames, the flickering flames of fire and flames. The flickering flames of fire and flames, the flickering flames of fire and flames. The flickering flames of fire and flames. Tonight the shadow firebird always hides in the wildfire tonight, the wildfire of unknown color tonight. The wildfire hides. The shadow firebird hides in the unknown colors of the unknown wildfire tonight. Unknown, 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 very unknown. Tonight, the shadow firebird hides in this pitch black night, of the darkest night, of the black night, of the shadows. The firebird, the shadow firebird, the shadow firebird, the shadow of the firebird. The shadow firebird hides in the wildfire of the night, the wildfire of the night, the flickering flames of the fiery night, the flickering flames, the flickering flames, the flickering flames, the flickering flames of the night, of the shadow firebird, the shadow of the firebird, the shadow firebird, the shadow of the firebird, the shadow firebird, the shadow firebird, the shadow of the firebird, of the wildfire of the blackest night, the blackest shadowy night, of the wildfire night. That is all tonight. It will be risen tonight. The shadow firebird will be risen within us tonight. On this night, inside us tonight. The shadow firebird will be risen inside us tonight, in our heart and our soul, in our heart and our soul tonight, in our heart and our soul. The shadow firebird will be risen in our heart and our soul. The shadow firebird will be risen in our heart and our soul, in our heart and our soul tonight. The shadow firebird will be risen in our heart and our soul.